Mika Frankl. It's fight week for LFA 56. Vacant lightweight title up for grabs. Joining us now, one of the men fighting for that belt, Austin Hubbard. Thank you for the time. How you doing, sir?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Title fight coming up. How excited are you about, first, this opportunity ahead of you?
Man, I'm so excited. It's the perfect opportunity to really showcase what I've been working so hard for, and hopefully make that step to the UFC with a win over Killys Mota.
The last fight at LFA 39, I got to see you live and in person. I was there. That was a hard-fought one. What do you think about that fight? Was impressive enough to really catapulted you to this title plateau?
Yeah, so that fight was, I came out feeling great, first round, and then I caught a punch that I didn't really see coming, and it really wobbled me that first round, and actually looking back at some of the tape, I didn't even remember most of the first round after watching it. And, to battle back and, win the second, third round and then the fight, really showed me that I'm where I belong to be, and that, I can dig deep and fight through adversity.
Did you think that the title fight was the next thing coming after that win?
No, honestly, I had no idea. I was trying to get fights back with the LFA, and for whatever reason, nothing was coming through. Either I think the opponents, no one would take it, or whatever the case was, that I wasn't getting any fights, and that's why my last fight was in May. And then they finally called me and said, "Hey, we got you a fight." My coaches called me and said they got me a fight, and I was like super excited. Like, yeah, it's for LFA's title. I'm like, what, really? Like, I thought they were messing with me at first. Like I said, I had no idea that I would get a title shot because, I only fought for the promotion once, which is really cool. I beat a really top-ranked guy, so I believe I did earn it. But, yeah, it was a pleasant surprise, that's for sure.
Well, how long did it take for that feeling to wear off? How long did it take for it to become reality for you?
I feel like this whole camp, I found out maybe around 2 months ago or so, and this whole camp, it's like the only thing I think about. Like, every night, I'm like, I cannot believe I got this opportunity. So I'm really excited to go capitalize it because, 9 times out of 10, the people who capture the LFA titles go almost directly to the UFC. So, I'm super excited, and obviously I'm not overlooking my opponent. I'm excited for another hard test, such as Killys Mota, and, I'm ready to prove who I am.
Well, after LFA 39, you went back with the Elevation Fight Team, your camp. What did you want to work on? Where did you need to improve?
I feel like for the most part, the biggest thing I needed to improve on were the little things. Tightening up my hands, make sure, my hands stay up, which is, why I got caught in the first place. I had a bad tendency to kind of drop my hands after punches and whatnot. And I don't know, it must be the wrestler in me, you always have your hands kind of low. But, like I said, the small things, I feel like I really improved, like, my setup to my movement and my hand placement and, the little things like that, might not, like, at this level, it makes a big difference. Like, you could get away with that stuff at a smaller level, but now I feel like I really closed, those small holes in my game. I felt like I was pretty well-rounded as it was, but with this, new type of movement that I have and, keep improved hand placement, keep me out of danger, I'm really excited to go test it in this fight.
Could you tell us a little bit more about the work that you've put in with the movement, talking about a different kind of movement? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so, my coach is a genius when it comes to using, what we have. I feel like out here in Colorado with Elevation Fight Team, all of our striking coaches I've been to many different camps, and I feel like our striking is so above everyone else's, and we move and like our view on it. Like we're never like trying to stand in front of someone and bang. Like we're always hitting angles where angles and level changes and other type of setups that I feel like most people just aren't doing yet.
Now, where do you feel you're going to have the biggest advantages going into LFA 56, taking on an undefeated Brazilian, Killys Mota?
He's obviously really tough opponent. He's well-rounded. I think my biggest advantage in this fight is definitely going to be my cardio, and be able to really push it and put it on him. I've been training in elevation now for, almost 3 years now, and I have a world-renowned strength and conditioning coach, at Landau Performance. They train a lot of top-level athletes in NFL, MLB, fighters. So I definitely feel cardio will be my greatest attribute in this fight. And then after that, I would say probably my wrestling and be able to change my wrestling and my striking together and hopefully really throw them off with that.
Killys' last win came over Bobby Lee. That was in LFA. Have you looked back at that fight much?
Just the highlights I've seen. He seems like he has good striking, obviously, and then he has really good timing on his knees. When he shoots and level changes. So that's definitely something I'm aware of, and obviously worked on. Preventing getting caught with a knee and whatnot.
Not going to ask you to spill the beans, obviously, but could you give us what will be some key points for you to be successful come Friday night?
I think key points are really putting my pace on him. I'm like I said, I've been training elevation is a big advantage when it comes to getting in shape, and he's at sea level, and I'm coming down to sea level for this fight. So, really keeping a hard pace on him and keeping him guessing because he's a really talented fighter. So I can't be straightforward type of things with him. I have to really be creative and have fun and keep a pace that he can't match.
Having, I believe, been a Illinois native, fighting there in Minnesota, you feel you have that hometown advantage, or that the crowd will just be on your side anyway?
I hope so. My hometown is like 6 hours away, but I know I have some fans going, so I imagine I'd have more fans. My fans going to be there than his fans. Being he's born in Brazil but living in Connecticut, so I would hope I have the hometown advantage.
What would it mean you capturing that belt?
Oh man, it would mean everything. I've worked so hard for this, and I feel like this is a perfect stage for me to really showcase who I am. I feel like I kind of don't carry as big a name as some people, and I feel like I get overlooked a little bit just because for whatever reason. And I feel like this is really the fight that's gonna put me on the map.
As a MMA fighter, as a martial artist, who is Austin Hubbard?
He's someone who's never going to give up. I can take a hit and keep coming. It's always going to be, no one's going to out-grind me, and no one's going to, take it to me and not completely out-skill me. I'm trained in every aspect. I'm always in shape. I'm always ready to, go to battle, come from the depths of darkness to, overcome and win. So I feel like, who I am as a fighter is a real, gritty. I like to kind of compare myself to maybe Forrest Griffin, where he's kind of always the underdog, but he's always in fights. He's skilled, but also real gritty.
Friday night, why do you walk away with that belt?
I'm going to walk away with that belt just because, this is my time to shine. sure he's working hard and everything, but I just want this so much that I can't imagine not walking out with that belt. I'm prepared to die in there, so I'm ready.
Who do you got to thank? Who do you got to shout out to, sir?
I would like to thank my recovery team at Fixed Performance Medicine, the Muscle Project, and Cardwell Chiropractic. And then I also like to give a shout out to my sponsors, Hubbard & Sons Construction, Caring Hearts Home Healthcare, and K&G Landscaping, Smile Shoulders Insurance, and also Apex Dental Sleep Labs.
Also, real quick, could you tell everybody how they can follow you on social media, whatever kind you have?
I have Instagram, and my Instagram name is Austin Hub with 2 B's, 155. And my Facebook is just Austin Hubbard.
Awesome, sir. This Friday night, everybody, if you can't be there live in Minnesota, tune into Access TV. LFA Lightweight Title on the line. Austin, again, thank you so much for the time, sir.
Thank you for having me.